there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your daily for August 5th. Happy birthday to all my Leo sons out there. Wishing you a blessed, abundant birthday season with many, many years to come. Keep in mind that time is fluid, and even if you are not a Leo sun, doesn't mean you cannot resonate to the Leo season daily marathon. We have a Leo moon in the midst of our energy, so fellow Leo moons, definitely pay attention to what's going on. Here we go with your fortune. We have sunshine. The sun is shining on you. Career and business growth, fabulous communication in relationships, which is a very interesting fortune to receive because we have just stepped into Mercury retrograde, and a lot of the times communication is what takes a little bit of a turn during this time, but retrogrades are all about reviewing. So I feel like for some of you Leos, you may have actually stepped into that review mode and figuring out how you communicate, which way you want to communicate, how you want to deliver what you say and your approach. And with the sunshine energy coming through for you, it looks like you are very favored at the moment. I mean, it is your season and you're receiving sunshine. We are in the midst of a Leo moon, so the sun is in Leo, the moon is in Leo. So get ready. Things are happening for you. Things might move forward for you really fast around this time. And pay attention to any career and business growth and any communication you have revolving around that, and or any sort of communication from the people around you. Listen, read between the lines, feel what your vibes are saying. So the angel that is with you for the day is the Angel of Balance, card number 2. All right, Leo. So you may feel like things are a little all over the place at the moment. You got people reaching out to you here. You got plans to go there. You have assistance to bring over here. So it does look like you are going to find yourself in a big position of balancing out your routine. Makes so much sense. Venus also just moved into Virgo. Virgo is all about routine and your daily life. So some of you may have been out of balance for a while and not really handling what's on your plate that well, but this Angel of Balance is going to really help you do that. Really help you prioritize your time, prioritize your energy, home life, work life, travel plans, going out. Some of you are trying to balance your relationship with time as well. So this Angel of Balance is here to help you and here to assist you in this energy. You may also be coming to making some decisions as well regarding career, business, or some specific conversations may lead you to make a choice about something. So let's see what your fortune is for the day here, Leo, from this deck. You already have sunshine. What else do you have? The owl. This card literally follows you guys so much. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Yeah, so listen to your vibes. Listen to the download you are receiving. Listen to your intuition, because there is a lot of spiritual communication. So it's not only communication outwardly, but you are receiving spiritual communication inwardly as well. So some of you, there is bird symbolism in your life. If you do not feel like there's any bird symbolism, there could be today. And you may feel the need to fly. You may feel the need to take off on certain ideas and on certain conversations and on certain energies. And you are being guided to do so with this owl. The owl is a representation of wisdom and knowledge. So you may be someone who is very knowledgeable and wise and giving that information to others and or receiving it back from an energy you feel is knowledgeable and wise as well. So pay attention to all things communication today and really pay attention to the choices that you are feeling guided to make, because you're feeling guided to make these choices for a very specific reason. And this is for the 5th. 2 plus 3 is 5. So this owl is definitely going to make their energy known to you in some sort of way to give you a message from spirit. So pay attention. The unicorn that's with you is the king. Okay. One of the most favorable cards in the deck is the King of the Unicorns. You are blessed with majesty, vision, and power. I feel like somebody may actually tell you the words like that you're inspiring them or that they look up to you. With the King of the Unicorns, it looks like you are going to feel recognized in some way, shape, or form by either someone and or a group of people. But it definitely looks like for a lot of you Leos that you are going to feel like you are finally back on your horse, you know, finally back in that energy of feeling good about yourself. Let's see what the astrology cards have. I'm going to have to leave y'all for about like 30 seconds. I had someone come over here and I did a reading for them. And I believe I left the tarot deck downstairs. So I'm going to have to go get it after I pull out the astrology cards. So there will be a slight silent break. I will run down the stairs as fast as I can. Okay, so let's see what we have from your astrology cards. And first card out is part of fortune with increase. Beautiful. Things are moving up for you here. Whatever type of communication, whatever type of growth you are receiving is only going to bring you more. Some of you actually have that awareness already. You're like, yeah, Miss Machise, I already know my next check is going to be good. Or yeah, Miss Machise, I already know that this job is going to bring me an increase of my fortune. It looks like you are transitioning into more abundance. And you have the energy of Mars with force. Woo! Okay. And you have Mercury with mind. There it is. Okay. So, you know, Mars is ruled by Aries. Mercury is ruled by Virgo and Gemini. So it looks like if you were just waiting to do something, or if you were just sitting on something, I feel like something is going to happen for you today that's going to like force this idea out of you. It's going to force this spiritual download upon you. Others of you, and or, because you can resonate to both of these, because I kind of feel like an idea is being forced into your energy or being forced for you to act upon. And for others of you, and also, I feel like all of a sudden something's looking up for you here. It looks like some of you may have had an idea to do something, and the universe is kind of like, this is what they're saying about it. They're like, get ready. Make sure you have time to play out this idea, because once you get it out there, the ball is going to start moving. The gears are going to start turning. So there is something that you have to increase your fortune here, whether it is coming to you out of nowhere and very quickly. This is a fast-paced energy with Mars coming through. And with Mercury coming in and knowing Mercury has just gone retrograde, it looks like there has been an idea or there has been a specific choice that you have been thinking about making. It's going to move all the way up to the forefront. On your to-do list, this may have been number like 12. Now all of a sudden it's going to be like number 1. So there's something here that's going to shift for you really, really quickly. And it looks like it's going to make you more abundant. It looks like it's going to increase your fortune. It looks like it's going to bring you some major, major, major growth. So, please hold. I will be right back. I'm going to get the other cards. Okay, I actually even got the other angel deck. I'm so sorry. Someone really needed me to read their cards, and I forgot that I left these down there. Okay, let's see what angel card comes in for you from here, because I do want to see And then I'll clarify with the tarot. Okay, something flew over. Let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Ah, interesting. So it looks like there has been a feeling of guilt tied to this. Almost like, should I be doing that? Am I master enough to offer this? Those types of things. And the universe wants you to know, do not feel guilty. Do not feel shamed. Forgive yourself for anything that you fear being perceived wrongly by people. The best thing in terms of energy is the way people think about things and their perception on situations or you. It kind of has nothing to do with you. That's their issue. That's their problem. That's their own energy. So whatever you may feel like, oh, I don't know, this doesn't feel great for me. I feel shameful. I feel guilty. You're being asked to move out of that mode and learn and grow from past mistakes, not being hard on yourself, because you do have the angel of balance connected to force here. So now that let go of guilt is coming through, I feel like for some of you, your routine is all out of whack because you feel guilty not doing certain things. Like, this person wants to see you, but you know you're really exhausted. And you're like, okay, well, I feel bad because they're having a hard time. So although I feel like I really need this moment to myself, I'm still going to go see this person. And then that in turn is a betrayal to self. So I feel like for some of you, you've been doing too much of that. Or you've been letting something play tricks on your mind. You've been letting the sense of guilt play tricks onto your mind. And something is going to change very quickly in this energy. So let's see what it is. Clarify this for Leo, and let's finally get some tarot out. Sorry, that took forever. Okay, first card out is the Moon with part of fortune increase. Exactly, you do not see this coming because there's a lot of there is a lot of uncertainty surrounding your fortune, surrounding your schedule, surrounding where you should place your energy. But something is going to make sense for you around this time, and it's going to make sense quick. It's going to come out of nowhere. With Mars and Force, we have the Ten of Cups. Exactly. There is going to be a very fast, quick restoration of happiness. I feel like something that you've wanted is going to come your way, and I feel like there has been a lot of up in the air energy about it. On Mercury with the mind, we have the Seven of Wands. Exactly. So your mind was definitely telling you, no, Leo, you shouldn't do this. No, Leo, you can't do this. No, Leo, you won't be able to do this. But something is going to shift your mind out of it, and it's going to happen quickly. On your advice, we have death. Exactly. Let the endings happen. Let the transformation occur. The sun will rise again. On your advice, we have the Page of Swords. So communicate. Get yourself out there. Do your research. Be curious. The Page of Swords, they are the researcher. They are the learner. And it looks like you not only have great wisdom coming to you around this time, but you also have a lot of growth and a lot of good communication. So Page of Swords is like learning from other people as well. And on your outcome, we have the Hermit. Huh. Very interesting. So it looks like you was just doing too much. And I feel like you were overextending yourself in areas of your life that was not fulfilling you and not filling up your cup. And I feel like now you are in a position of really doing more that makes you feel balanced and makes you feel happy. And unfortunately, a lot of the times when we put ourselves first, as humans, it could be connected to guilt, where you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself. And that's because the word selfish exists. When you prioritize yourself and people seemingly so need you, it makes you feel like you're being selfish. But a lot of the times we need ourselves just as much. So there is an area of your life that needs you more. And magically, it is going to raise your fortune. Magically, it's going to make things look up for you. Because somehow, some way, you were betraying what your needs and wants were. And it could be very simple self-betrayal. Some of you, you know you didn't want to spend money today, but your friend asks you to go out to dinner, but you feel bad, so you say yes. And now you're not only going out and spending money, but you're doing something you didn't want to do in general, so you betrayed yourself and you betrayed your bank account. So there are things you can do in this energy, and it looks like you're being guided to go a bit hermit in your energy, communicate where needed, give your time where needed, but no longer overextending yourself and feeling guilty when you really don't want to do something. Because I feel like your mind has been the one that's been causing you to feel challenged. Where it's like that split brain energy, where the left side of the brain is like, we need to spend time with ourselves. The right side of the brain is like, but if we don't see this person, they're going to hate us, and this, that, and the other. So your brain looks like it's been kind of split. Clarify this for Leo. And the right types of people will respect your hermit mode. They will respect your need for space. They will not take it personally. And even if they do, there could be healthy conversations around that. On the moon, we have the Ace of Cups. Oh yeah, there is something down a path of uncertainty that you are going to love. A lot of you, this restoration of prioritizing yourself will bring you a lot of loving experiences, loving people, as well as a fortune increase that you will also love. On the 10 of Cups, you have the Sun. Beautiful. So the 10 of Cups with the Sun on this energy of Mars, I definitely feel like this is a good force moment. This is a moment that is going to bring you a lot of clarity, and it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And I feel like for some of you also home happiness. Because some of you may have been so busy that you've been neglecting the home, and you can finally nurture your space. And on the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. Exactly. This is exactly what I was explaining there. With, do I give to this person? Do I spend my time and energy? Do I spend my money? On the Death card as your challenge, we have the 2 of Cups. Yeah, so you feel like if you're not there for everybody at their beck and call, that relationships will end. But that is not always the case. And if that is the case for some of you, then this person was walking all over you, or you were people-pleasing way too hard, and you would have never stopped if they didn't remove the energy from your life. So there's definitely a fear of a changing of dynamic, but I feel like a lot of you, it's just a fear. It is just a fear. On the Page of Swords, as your advice, we have the 2 of Wands. Exactly. Do your research, be open to learning, and be open to changing the route of your life with this energy of the 2 of Wands. This person is choosing the new path forward. She's choosing better connections. You see those 2 roses down there on that wand? She's choosing better connections. She's choosing to let go of the way she has handled other connections, or the way she has let people treat her, and connect more to people that are aligned and compatible. Now, are any of these people not aligned and compatible? I'm not going to say that, no. But it seems like in your energy, there was a boundary that needed to be set around specific energies. And on the Hermit, you have the High Priestess. Wow. Both of these energies withdraw. Both of these energies pull back and sit in solitude. Both of these energies in their cards are looking for wisdom and or have the wisdom. So you're spending some very much needed time in your own energy, and it is going to raise your vibration drastically. No wonder why you have sunshine. Because when you are so available to people, your value lessens. And that's just the way energy works. So be scarce with your availability and be more available for yourself. So in this way, these people will value and they will respect your energy more. Because I don't necessarily feel like there's an ending to a friendship or there's an ending to a connection. I feel like there is a fear around your energy that if you place boundaries or if you just put yourself first, I almost get a fear that you feel like you're going to make people mad about it. But that's their own problem. If they can't respect the fact that someone just needs some time, and some of you, your way in communicating needs to possibly transition a little bit too. Like, don't just cold turkey people and give them no explanation and they think that they did something wrong to you. Practice healthy communication. Hey, look, I'm going through some things. I can't go out today. Probably going to sit with myself for a bit. It has nothing to do with you. I don't want you to think that, but I'm just going to be with myself for like a week. Whatever. There is a way for you to healthy approach that, and that also is in your fortune as well. So there's a lot going on here. I want to clarify these over here one more time. But you definitely have new connections coming in. And transitions and changes with current connections. And with you prioritizing yourself more, it looks like you are going to attract in new connections that respect that energy out of you right away. So on your possible challenge with the Two of Cups and Death, we have the Six of Wands. Exactly. There is like a fear that if you're not there for everybody when they need you, then they'll not be there for you when you need them. And there is a fine line with that type of energy. You could only do so much. And sometimes when you're always helping people and you're always assisting them, you're like spoon feeding these people. Sometimes, and most of the time, people need to figure things out on themselves. You can help, you can assist, you can guide from a distance. You don't have to be right in front of their face or around this energy constantly. On the Two of Wands as your advice, we have the Three of Cups. Exactly. For some reason, they are showing me that you are going to connect to different people. I still feel like you're going to stay connected to certain people that are present in your energy, but it looks like there is a lot of new connections and even a new community for some of you, and or building on a community. The Hermit to the High Priestess as your outcome is the Tower. Because you're going to be shocked by what happens to you when you prioritize yourself. You are going to be shook. You're going to be shocked. And I actually have a story about that. But I do want to clarify the Tower one more time. Why is the Tower here on the outcome? The Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. People value you better. Your abundance flow is better. You have more energy. You feel better about yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is an energy. She don't even need no one. She's like, I'm good. Look at this. Look at this. Holy moly. Can you believe this? In your outcome, you have all independent cards. Every one of these cards is independent. And you have the Tower. So it looks like Spirit is really going to shock the crap out of you in the power of prioritizing yourself. There is going to be a very big surprise reward because the Tower is that shock and the Nine of Pentacles is a well-deserved reward. So you are actually going to be rewarded this day in prioritizing yourself, for prioritizing yourself. And I know sometimes that doesn't make sense, but this is why I have a story for you. So basically, when I first started my healing suite, I definitely feel like I was telling y'all this. I was over prioritizing the suite because I'm like, okay, well, I'm new. Some of these people don't know who I am. I just feel the need to I kind of just felt the need to say yes to everybody. And then 2 months in, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. I can't. I only wanted to work certain days, but someone was in front of my face and they would ask me if I could take them on Friday at 2, although I know I didn't want to be there on Friday, and I still said yes. Now, moving forward, I've had a lot of realizations, a lot of epiphany moments, and I'm like, girl, practice what you preach, turn that around. Started giving myself off at my healing suite Monday and Tuesday, and I kid you not, everybody's working around it. People ask me if I can take them on certain days. I'm like, no, these are the days that I'm available. And believe it or not, then they go book on my availability. So, very surprising moment for me because I did have that tiny thought process. I taught myself how to not hang out there that long. But that process of like, okay, well, if I'm not available at least every day at certain times of the day, there are going to be people that get serviced by other people. And then I'm just like, you know what? Let them. Because the people that work around my schedule are the people that are truly supposed to be aligned with me and supposed to be guided with me through healing, and they will make it work. And if they're not supposed to be aligned with me, then my schedule will probably not work with them. And believe it or not, this first week of August or last week of July was my first week of establishing that boundary and being off from physical people Monday and Tuesdays. And biggest week at the suite. Everybody filled up the days I had available. So, put yourself first. That I am literal proof and evidence, and this only happened to me like within the last 2 weeks. So, I know it might not make sense because you're kind of like, well, what do you mean? If I'm more available and more open, that means that I have more availability to put people on and to make money. But that's not really the way it works when you're overextending yourself and you're not actually wanting to do it because you're so tired. So choose your balance, right? Figure out when you want to do this, when you want to do that, and energies will work around it. And if they give you a hard time, then they're just not an energy that was supposed to be in your energy. So in terms of zodiac signs in the spread that are around you or in your chart, you have Pisces, you have Leo, you have Virgo. You have really strong Virgo, actually. So that's showing me that your routine needs to be switched up a little bit because you've been doing too much for other people. Scorpio energy here as well. And I already said Pisces. Yeah. And you have Mars with force that is Aries. But this is a nice force. This is kind of like a out of nowhere, surprising, positive, where it's like all of a sudden this energy comes through. So your ending oracle for the day, your ally, is the Altar Priestess. Preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. Wow. So crazy. Card 39. And this is even more interesting because your outcome has the High Priestess over here, and now your ending oracle is the Altar Priestess. So this is kind of telling me that you are coming into that inner power more. Some of you maybe even listened to my reading the other time when I reminded y'all to write down your manifestations because I got reminded. I also have a story about that, so I'll see y'all in a bit. Just after I finish this, I'll tell you my other story. And it's crazy because I even have proof that I told y'all about my signs. Okay. The stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. Wow. That is wild. And that's what I feel like they're trying to get you to see. That putting yourself is a sacred ritual. Putting yourself first is a sacred ritual. Manifesting, and in this card, this woman is also by herself. So there is some sort of independent path that you're going to go down here. Don't feel guilty about it. You will make time for the energies that need your time and assistance when needed. But this is a path of letting go of guilt and putting yourself first and letting go of any type of guilt you feel. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened. I think I told you guys, I'm not sure exactly. Maybe like last week I told you about my papaya message, that I was feeling called to the fruit papaya and I had no idea why. And then I realized papaya had the word papa in it, and papa is my dad, what we used to call him, and he passed on, whatever, papaya, papa, papyrus, paper. Now, I don't have any of my books out now because they're all underneath this bed, but I used to manifest and write things down for Miss Machiste channels all the time. I have at least like 7 to 10 of those artist notebooks filled with words, filled with manifestations. And I built my channel, I built my community, everything has came to life, and I kind of just like forgot about it. And I kind of just stopped writing things down. But now I am building another community in the physical here with my healing suite. And I'm like, okay, I got to give it the same energy I gave my channels. Because it doesn't matter what you're doing. It just matters what the energy is. So I'm like, all right, I get it. Papyrus, paper, write stuff down. Here I go. So I have a TikTok for my healing suite. I have an Instagram. I have all this stuff. But I'm like, just like in the growth of the numbers, still trying to gain my community, align with the people that need my services and are around here, whatever. So basically I was kind of like, all right, y'all telling me to write stuff down, so I'm going to write something down. So I wrote down like a manifestation about like aligning with more people in the physical that are spiritual, specifically nice, kind-hearted people. You got to be very specific with your manifestations. You could put, I want to align to love, and then this love is an asshole. You know, you want to align to a love that's nice and beautiful and kind and caring, and you got to be specific. Anyways, in one of my manifestations, I kind of wrote that I wanted to have the same type of takeoff in my readings that I do on these videos that I put out for my healing suite. Y'all, I kid you not, I wrote down on, what's today? Okay, I did it on July 30th. That was a Tuesday. And I believe I wrote this manifestation down at like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Because like I told you, I'm starting to give myself off Monday and Tuesdays. At least from like physical people. And basically, I wrote like this manifestation down. I go on my higher level healing TikTok. I go to post the TikTok. Just like something stupid, y'all. Like, I kid you not. I'm like obsessed with the voices on TikTok. How you can change your voice to like a different voice. So basically, I posted this TikTok, not thinking nothing. I'm like, okay, another TikTok. That's probably just going to get me whatever type of views on here. And basically, let me screenshot it so I can show you because I know the camera's like weird. 2 hours later, all of a sudden, all of these people are following my healing suite on Instagram. So I don't have TikTok notifications turned on. So I'm like, where are all these followers coming from? Like, what's going on right now? So then I go to TikTok 2 hours later. Okay, this might not happen for all of you, but it just reminded me with the Mars Force because I was like, what the freak is going on? 2 hours later, y'all, 53.6 thousand views on this video. And all my other ones, like 638, 613, right after I wrote down. 53.6 it has today. I think when it first started taking off, when I first checked it, it had like 20,000 views, and I was like, what is going on right now? So yeah, write shit down. It works. It may not work in 2 hours. I feel like someone somewhere was kind of like, girl, what are you doing? You got to give the same energy to your healing suite that you did to Miss Machiste. And I was just kind of like, just through life. And then boom, very quickly. So that experience kind of reminds me of this type of energy. It may not be that specific, but I got like a bunch of new clients. I've already seen a couple of those people that found from that video. And believe it or not, I specifically wrote, like, I want to align with spiritual people. And my first client from that viral TikTok was someone who's practicing Reiki, and she's like on master level 3 and like this, that, and the other. And I'm like, boom, you are the exact type of people that I want to align with. So be specific, write things down. I know it's tedious. I know we're all busy. I feel like I'm the busiest that I've ever been in my whole entire life right now. And just write stuff down. Just write it down. I write down so fast. My spirit guides are probably like, girl, can you write cleaner? And it's just so sloppy because I'm just trying to do it so quickly and just go. And really feel that excited energy when you're writing it. You know, a lot of people will ask me and they're like, well, not a lot. I would say maybe like a couple of you will be like, do you have the same energy in your real life than you do when you do readings? The answer is yes. I am literally like this. And there are a couple people that I've actually seen in person already from Miss Machise community. And they will tell you, yes, I am exactly like this. There is no change. There is no different. I keep this same energy. And the energy that I have, I feel like brings my manifestations in a little bit faster because I have that like hyper belief system. I don't have the hypo belief system where I'm super negative. I'm always trying to expect the best, and when it doesn't happen for me, then it's just not supposed to happen for me, and it's a divine protection. That's how I look at everything. So keep writing your stuff down. This is a literal, because I know some of y'all watched that video because I read some of your comments saying like, oh my gosh, Miss Matisse, I forgot to write things down too. I'm going to remind myself to do it. Thanks so much. So from that moment that I told y'all about the papaya and the papyrus to now, that random ass video has over 50,000 views. So the energy is energy no matter where you place it. You just have to have it. So that's a good reminder because it looks like something's going to happen for you in solitude that is directly just your abundance. And it could be very surprising. And that's why I felt the need to say this story, because when I checked my phone, I was shocked. Like, I was very, very shocked. But then a part of me wasn't, because I'm like, okay, right. I already know it works because I've already experienced it. I've already grown 3 YouTube channels. So I'm going to do a live. I'll probably do it on the 8/8 portal because I have to have some sort of something out that day where I'm interacting with y'all. So on the 8/8 portal, get your notebooks, get your pieces of paper, get your pens. I'm going to specifically manifest with you all. You're going to give me your manifestation. I'll help you either rewrite it or specify it a little bit. And I'll pull some cards as well. But I think that's what we're going to do on the 8/8 portal because there is such a big message about paper and writing right now. And I feel like if we all put our energies together and we all write things into that physical realm of manifestation, and it makes so much sense. Internal dialogue to external dialogue written physically. You bring it to life. So I think that's what we're going to do on the 8/8 portal. So turn on your notifications to the channel so you have notifications on for when the live happens, so you will get an alert. Have at least a pen or a piece of paper. You don't have to have a whole notebook, but at least have something that you can write on during that live. Not on your phone. You need to physically have a piece of paper and pen or pencil, whatever. But this is not just like I'm going to write this down in my notes on my phone. No. We have to give it the different energy of physical energy. So on the 8/8 portal, I'll see y'all all live at one time in the day. I'm not sure exactly what time it's going to be. So check out the community page and I'll let y'all know. So thank you, Leos, for being here and for watching. I love each and every one of you out there. Happy birthday to all of my Leo sons once again. And I'll talk to all of y'all very, very soon. Bye now.